Welcome back to Pokemon Pass the Team, the series where 5 of my friends and I each take turns adding Pokemon to a team without knowing why the previous person did what they did. Once it's finished, I battle with it and see if without communication we can make a viable team. Today we're playing OU.
So, on the first one, we're gonna add the GOAT of all Pokemon, and I don't need you to tell you why I'm doing this. It's just the best Pokemon in existence. So of course we're gonna add it to this team just to make everyone's job easier. On this, we're gonna be running the Semi now, of course.
You know what? We're off to a great start. Maybe this could be cool for like killing Gloking or Moth.
All right, I'll take this here. I'll give everyone a very useful set. Okay, I'm gonna be running Soft Rocks. Wait, do I want AV on this? Right? Yeah, probably AV is better.
Yes.
At this point
so we will not
in time. So we're not gonna be running rocks. We're gonna be running Earthquake. Body Press, of course.
I can't believe Mudstill only gets 25.
I wonder how much he does. Specs, which is not
base 100 attack,
insanely common. Have Clef, we can never outspeed unless we put a lot of investment, so I'm just gonna put 4 on this. Max HP.
So we're just
I'll put some attack investment for at least for us to get to this, and the rest in special defense. We need heavy slam for the fairies, and part of me wants to run facade because we are gonna get. Oh wait, this is not going through. We're not gonna get we're also always gonna get saddest, but overall I think either counter or
birds
or rocks that would be better to catch some flying types. Probably Stonage. Stonage it's harder. I guess let's go Stonage. Then we can catch up with an Earthquake. And yeah, that'll be the Mon. Oh, something important on the GOAT. GOAT is shiny.
The shiny is so tough.
That's the real color. So, in Terra, we want to run probably Seal. Seal, yeah, let's go Seal here for those heavy slams. That's gonna be the Pokemon that we're gonna have. People are gonna have a lot of fun, a lot of easy time building with the GOAT.
Yo, thank you so much for coming on and being the first person to add a Pokemon to the team.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Make sure to sub to Reggie V. He makes a lot of great videos, and we'll be back with the next person. All right, so we got.
All right, so we've got a Mudsdale here. I think what complements an AV Mudsdale. I kind of think AV is an interesting choice. I think the Pokemon that has a defense stat should put up the Stealth Rocks and is also a ground type. But I think we will forgo the Stealth Rocks on him, and in fact, we'll add a nice Spikes little change to this to get it going. So you can put up some spikes so he
double
can come
AV. That's
take a
tough.
hit. Stuff can be pressured a little bit better. And I think for my change to Mudsdale, I'm actually this is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna make him not shiny because that shiny is hideous. That is not a good shiny. I think I saved him about 500 aura points on that one. And for this, I like this set. I forget. I think this helps you eat 2 E-speeds from D-Knight or something.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Should be able to eat a Terra Normal. Poison. Do we want to poison with our Mudsdale? Are we that afraid? I really want to just, I think the double AV, I think it's goodness. I think we're cooking there. I think that's a nice solid backbone, and I'll let someone stronger take on the rest. Alright, and then yeah, I like this. I think Ceaseless Edge, we put up a spike, you're always going to click it. Double AV, you're always getting it off. And then Razor Shell is going to help just hit the tusks, because this thing's going to just be fodder into tusk. Jet will help you confirm some kills. Maybe he gets some damage because I mean, he's got a nice 125, but he's not too invested, so I think he's just going to be trading some damage. Maybe we can get a cleanup kill with Jet, and then Knock will be good. Maybe if someone has some sense in their brain, they'll change this to rocks or something, and the Knock can help keep a rock and spike up, get rid of those boots. So
that's
that's what I'm gonna do. I like that, and I'll name him. I've got truly nothing. I've got nothing. I'm literally lost.
You can put your name if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
Alright, cool.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, that felt scuffed.
No, that was perfect. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Everyone subscribe to Fooly Cooley on YouTube. W tournament content, high ladder gameplay, just some good videos over there. And yeah.
Alright, so basically I noticed that we have 2 Pokemon that are weak to freeze dry, meaning Serum is going to be a very big problem. I also noticed that we don't have a Stealth Rocker on the team. Now here's my thing. I'm going to ignore all of that, and what we're going to do is... It's kind of bold, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of just like...
we get our own cure.
Add one of these of my own. What's this Pokemon right here? They're both Assault Vest? Okay, so... I'm not going to make this Assault Vest or Boost or anything. We're going straight damage with choice specs. And we're going to make it Draco Meteor. I guess we do have Ceaseless Edge here, so I don't have to be too worried about no hazards on the team so far. So we're going to go Draco, Freeze Dry. How, diabolical do I want to be? Are we just going to, do this? Or... I think we definitely want Earth Power. And then on the last slot, there's a lot of funny things we could do. We could go Ancient Power to Oko Moltres.
Ancient Power is
Draco probably
funny,
does anyway. So
Draco kind of nukes it,
idea.
yeah.
The obvious pick is just Ice Beam, right? But who wants to run Ice Beam? That's boring. We're gonna make it Blizzard.
Oh hell yeah! Maybe Pink.
I really don't like the fact that these are both AV. It feels so wrong for some reason. But I would feel bad about changing RGGV's first Pokemon that he added to the team. We're gonna do it anyway. I think we're gonna go ahead and make this. If my slider would work. Max special attack, max speed, with a timid nature. So we have a very Stealth Rocks weak team so far. I'm hoping that whoever gets to the team later kind of realizes that and adds something that can either remove or add some more Boots Pokemon and helps us take advantage of Specs Kyurem. For now, though, we'll see whether other people change it back, but I'm going to go ahead and make this a Rocky Helmet set. And we're not going to run... How important are all of these moves? I definitely like the idea of Body Press for King Gambit. Obviously, they could be like Terra Ghost, but we're gonna put Stealth Rock somewhere on here, and
it's
because
sorry to interrupt. For the for the changing thing, it's just one small change, so you can change an item or a move. It's just one thing.
Oh, just one thing? Okay, so if I change this to Rocky Helmet, that's the most I can go. I can't put Stealth Rock anywhere. Exactly. Okay, we're gonna keep it just like this then. We're not gonna change anything else because I can't. But I'm hoping that somebody else puts rocks on this or just changes it back to AV. And we'll stop there, yeah.
Alright, well thank you so much. Everyone watching, subscribe to Lester. He makes really great laddering videos on NatDex and OU. And
thank you.
On to the next person.
Appreciate you having me. Bye.
Welcome back. So the next person we have is Pickacross, and I'm sorry if I sound a little bit sick. This is recorded on a different day, and I am a little sick. So it was easier for him to just record his thing and just send it to me, so let's get right into it and react to what he did.
What's up, guys? This is Pinkacross, and I'm
doing
very
this exciting.
OU Pass the team event. So looking at this, just to give you an idea of what we currently got, we got this Rocky Helmet Mudsdale here, this AVA Trot, and then a Specs Kyurem. So before I add the Pokemon, I want to talk a little bit of trash. So right off the bat, RGGV decided to cripple this team with a Mudsdale that doesn't have Stealth Rock, which is basically the only reason anyone should ever use Mudsdale. So now we've got a weird wall that can't recover, and I guess a breaker that can't break. So this is terrible. But maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's part of the challenge, is that we start off with an awful Pokemon, and then there's a Samurott, which makes sense. But here's the thing. When you want a hazard stack team, you generally want Pokemon that are good against hazards. And, if this was rocks, it would have even made more sense. But, H-Rot, okay, get some hazards on the field. And then Lester says, oh, we're building a hazard stack? I know what to add. Let's put a Specs Kyurem in there. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. Weirdly enough, the only addition to this team that made sense is the guy with Fool at the beginning of their name. But I digress. Let's try to salvage this. It's going to be a Glow King.
Okay.
Not a lot going into this. I mean, we have a fairy problem, general lack of walls on the special side. We have Atrot, which is kind of a special wall, but realistically, you're going to take damage as you use Ceaseless Edge. So, and then we've also got a Specs Blizzard Kyurem. So I guess Luster's choice made mine kind of easy here. It's going to be a Glow King. And we're just going to go with a regen set. I'm thinking HDB here. We want that chilly reception, and I'll just go with the standard one to help out whoever ends up bringing this next. We could go... Honestly, I'm going to go Grass instead, given the Water Pond matchup here. And I'll just go with the standard set, and we can go Thunder Wave last. And I like to run, I think these run like 16...
Yeah.
248, so they live a Meowscarada hit. Probably not super relevant, but whatever.
I thought it was for Psyshock damage. I think I asked someone what the 16 in defense were for. And they told me it was for Psyshock. But maybe it's Meowscarada. I kinda trust Pinkacross's word a little bit more than the person that told me. It's kind of weird being able to pause it. You know, when I'm like reacting to them do it live, it's like I can't really do that. But dude, Pinkacross is hilarious. He's flavor the shit out of everybody. That's so funny. But yeah, I mean, I like his addition.
And yeah, we'll go with this. So that gives us something to at least give this Kyurem the blizzards it desires. But
awesome.
This Mudsdale is definitely going to be tricky to deal with. I suppose it can act for a knock absorber with Glow King, so there's a little bit of synergy there.
All right, looks like he's done. I mean, thank you so much, Pinkacross, for joining. Subscribe to Pinkacross if you don't already know who they are. They make really good competitive Pokemon content. You know, like tutorials and how-tos and team building and rating teams, and like they're really well. Oh my god, they're really good at the you know, the teaching side of things. So yeah, and we'll be back with the next person. Yo, let's go. We got Mav. Let's see what he did to the team.
Hello everyone, this is Maverick Shooters. So I got this team from Bub as part of his Pass Them On series, and I've been asked to add the 5th Pokemon to this team. So for my 5th Pokemon, I've decided to add Bramblegast.
Oh,
yep, I've not been a basic bitch, I've added a Spicy Mon. So the reasoning for this is, it gives a Ghost type, which helps in Rapid Spin immunity, as we have a Hazard Stack core in Samurott and Mudsdale. For Mudsdale, I've decided to add Rocks instead of Body Press.
Oh my
Because
god.
while Body Press is good with stamina, I think the rest 3 moves are better. Edgequake is a known combo, and Heavy Slam will help with Hatterene.
Okay.
So I dropped Body Press for Stealth Rock. So that's the one change I made. And for the Pokemon, it's Bramblegast.
No.
Ghost is for Rapid Spin immunity. Then we need a Rapid Spin ourselves. Because of Specs Kyurem, it's not Boots. And rest of the team is not Boots either. So you need something to keep the hazards in check. So there you go, the Rapid Spin immunity.
115 base attack is actually kind of crazy. I didn't think it'd be that high.
Orb,
I feel like it feels like it has 70 base attack every time I use
Power
it.
Whip. Strength Sap.
Okay.
And I've decided to not do Poltergeist, but I've instead done Terra Blast. The reason for this is because of Boost Energy Pokemon or things like Air Balloon Guldengo, and they have a Knock Samurott as well. So if Samurott knocks something, and Bramblegast could get walled by say something like Covenant or Skarmory, which is knocked. So Terra Blast will be a bit of a costly thing to do, as it will waste your Terra, but I think it's worth it.
Okay.
And then for the Terra, we're obviously gonna do Ghost.
I'm gonna try to get Bramblegast.
We are gonna do 112 HP.
Okay, for the
156
life orb
attack,
number.
And 240 speed with a Jolly Nature. 112 HP will help with living max attack Ice Spinner. And then 240 speed Jolly is...
Also, for those who don't know, having a 9 at the end of your HP number helps with life orb damage. I don't know why it does. I mean, it's something about Pokemon math. There's like leftovers numbers where it's like divisible with 16. Or like the whole thing about being over 400 HP for subs against Seismic Toss and Nightshade and stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff like that, and I really like stuff like that. I should make a video talking about all that stuff because that's really cool. But yeah, that's what the 279 HP also helps with. It's life orb damage.
To outspeed Petulant, rest and attack. So that's my Pokemon. It's a built heat. It covers the things which I think we needed. It also gives us a ground. It also gives us a ground resist.
We did need
something that can probably come in on Ogerpon. It probably gets Druid cured, I'm not exactly sure, but Yeah, it can take one hit, I guess.
I'm really
so yeah,
happy
that's
with
my
what Matt
Pokemon.
did here.
Now, for the final Pokemon, I'm hoping the final person picks Moltres with Tailwind
Oh,
because Tailwind would go very well with Wind Rider and with Spexcurum. So that's going to be very good synergy, and it would give a Pokemon that's
unfortunately, unfortunately, I will not be adding Moltres with Tailwind. Just because, I think that's cheating. I think that's cheating if I added it now. I don't think he knew that I was gonna add the final Pokemon. I think he assumed I was gonna get one more person, which makes sense, but that's kind of funny.
off the ground, which this team desperately needs. So, well, I'm going to hope for that. This is going to be my Pokemon, and the one set change
That's too
is
bad. That's a really
added
cool
rocks
idea
to
too.
RGGV's Mudsdale. See ya.
Damn, that was such a cool idea to have Tailwind with the Bramble Gas, but yeah, I can't add that just because like it would be like him telling me to add it, and that's cheating a little bit. But yeah, I'll be back with my Pokemon. Alright, we're back with the team, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my Pokemon, and Maverick wanted me to add a Moltres, but like I said, I wasn't supposed to know that, so I can't add that. However, I do think he was on the right track with adding a Fire type to complete the Fire, Water, Grass core we've got going on here between, Samurott and Brambleghast. However, I'm not adding an OU Pokemon either. I'm following in Maverick's footsteps. I want to add something Heat, and I'm going to add one of my favorite Pokemon, released in Gen 9. Technically Gen 8, but playable on Showdown in Gen 9. And that is Hisuian Arcanine. This guy, incredible Pokemon, very, very fun to use. And I enjoy using it, and I'm playing, so I'm adding it to the team. I would love to run Band, but I think our team is a little bit slow, so I will be adding a Choice Scarf on it. And we're going to go with Rockhead, obviously. I'm going to go ahead with Flare Blitz, Head Smash, Post Combat, and I'm going to go ahead and do a Rock Slide. Normally, if this was banned, this would probably be the Extreme Speed slot, but we're Scarf, so I don't think that's super required. Having a Rock move that's a little bit more accurate can be nice as well. And yeah, so for Terra, I'm going to go ahead and go with a Terra Fight, Resist Gambit Sucker, and also, where are we? And also boost up Close Combat if I need to. And for my one change, I'm going to be going over to Pinkercross's Slowking Galar, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Future Sight. I don't know what Psychic move, if I want to add a Psychic move. Do I want Noise or Psyshock? Basically, my reasoning for this is, I don't think this is making the team better by any means. I think this is making the team more tailored towards me, because I'm not a very big enjoyer of clicking Future Sight. I never ever click it, so it's always like a wasted move slot on my team. If we Q stall, then you know what, I'm gonna have to hope that Lester's Kyurem's gonna clutch up, so I think I will go with Psyshock, and yeah, we'll be back with the game. Alright, here we go. We're playing someone who is very many points higher than me. And we are playing a Sun team, which, thank God we have Slowking. Shout out... Oh no, I forgot to name Arcanine Winterbub! Oh, I threw. But shout out Pinkercross for giving us an amazing matchup here. I'm still absolutely terrified of this, of what's going on here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to get my rocks up as soon as possible here. Okay. They could just flip turn. I really want to get rocks. I'm just gonna go into Pinkercross. I do think they attack here because I think flip turn's super greedy. Yeah, that's fine. And then... Not many good T-Wave switch-ins. I low-key want to get one of those off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If they go into Tusk, we have a hard switch into Brambleghast. Gambit's a little bit harder to switch into, but having it be paralyzed is really nice. We probably will go to Mudstep. Okay, so they're going to stay and attack us. Damn, that's bad. Is that Specs damage? Let me just check. I don't know. I don't know nothing about Wake. That is not Specs damage, actually. Oh, no. Because now they don't have to click. I think I will go into our Sammy H here. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. No flip turn sucks. I want flip turn. I get it, though. It's hard to fit. They're probably going to Will-O-Wisp. Do I need this? I might just knock to help deal with Sun. No, because I have a... Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay, that's fine. We remove their boots. Their booster speed, so Maverick Shooter should be able to take care of this Tusk. Hopefully. We also have a Mudsdale, like... Ooh. Okay. Right. I may have made a mistake here. I'm just gonna go into Mudstill now. I don't think I'm gonna be able to... Yeah, I mean, this is just going to shit. I'm just a bad player. That's what they call me. Oh, and we're dead to rocks. Wait, are we? I don't know. Probably. Because it's like 12%, right? Yeah, that's tough. I played this game badly. Let's just say that. Let's see if we can clutch up here for the boys. They have no EQ switch-ins, really. Especially now that rocks are up, like, literally, what are you gonna do here? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think I will just sack Brambleghast to get in safely with Slowking here. Yeah, they Hydro Steam. And now we can just chill your reception out. I don't like the move orders. I'm gonna click a wrong move on accident. I already know it. I don't know what I have to do to not lose to this this Venusaur, but we're gonna have to figure it out. I might just go into Kyurem and start clicking Specs Blizzard. No, because I just got Ninetales. I mean, I could Earth Power. Does that kill? Yeah, it does. Earth Power looks incredible. I'm gonna go ahead and click it. And they could go into Ninetales expecting me to click a... Yeah, expecting me to click Blizzard. So, just like that, this game is somehow winnable. In comes King Gambit on a balloon. Not ideal. I really wish I had Roarzama. It looks like we're gonna have to Terra Arcanine to probably take care of this. Yeah, that's not great, I'll be honest. I think we lose right here, actually. I think we probably... No, they're gonna be scared of Press. They're scared of Press. They have to respect Press. So they can't SD again. Nice. Unfortunately, we're not Press. So we couldn't kill the Gambit. I guess I go Harkonine and Terra. I don't like it here, but... The question is, are they going to be Terra Ghost, or are they going to be Terra Fire on a team like this? If they're Terra Fire... Flare Blitz does 40. How much do you do? Okay. This is a... Outside of Sun. I mean, this is my play. I don't like it, though. I'm not happy about it. This is my only play. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Terra and click Flare Blitz. Hopefully they don't Terra. Yeah, beautiful. So we're doing good here. We're doing okay. They're probably gonna go into Wake here if I had to guess. We have a pretty easy switch into Slowking if they do. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense too. We might kill. Yeah, I mean, that crit might have mattered. It probably did. It was a roll in his favor to live. In comes Venusaur, another problematic Pokemon. I think at this point we give up this. No Growth is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and just knock off for the guaranteed damage. Oh, wow. Yo. Oh my god, wait, we're doing it. We're fucking doing it, dude. We're fucking doing it, bro. Holy shit. I need to be careful not to lose to Bolt, but I think with Kyurem healthy, we should be okay. They do have Terra. It's gonna be a Terra Bolt, or a Terra Raging Bolt angle for sure. I'm really hoping that with Psyshock we can break it. I don't know. I think we have the resources. Oh, they disconnected! Oh, they're pissed! Oh, they're mad! Oh, man. No way, dude! No way! I played the early game, like, actually so terrible. I don't know. I literally bricked when I brought in Brambleghast on Tusk. Like, that was, like, top 1 worst plays of all time. It was always Mudstill there. I guess they choked more than than I played well. I think I just started playing a little bit better and they started playing a little bit worse and we were able to pull out on top there. Wow, dude. Thank you everybody for watching. If you're excited for season 2, yeah, you should be, because we got a lot of cool stuff coming. Comment what your favorite episode of season 1 was, and yeah, we'll be back soon with season 2.